look, it is time for folks across party lines, across ideological lines, to condemn this violence, to condemn this insanity. We've got to come together. We've got to say that all lives matter. It doesn't matter what color you are, black, white, brown, red. It doesn't matter. All lives matter. We've got to protect and value our police.
Governor, you know that phrase you just used is one that's seen by many as derogatory, right? And I just wonder why it is that you use that phrase when there's a certain segment of the population that believes it's a real dig on them.
Well, Shepard, it's not meant to be. The point is this: we've got to move beyond race. Look, these police officers, these are the men and women that run towards danger, not away from it, so that we can be safe. It is time for us to be unified as a country. We've got to look beyond race. I think that's one of the dumbest ways for us to divide people. It's one of the dumbest ways for us to classify people or categorize people. We shouldn't be divided. We do need to be united. These are police officers. They don't care whether you're black or white. They will run towards danger to protect you. That's what they swear. That's their duty. That's what they do for us. These are heroes.
This sounds like two different things to me, Governor. I mean, we had an incident involving a black suspect who was shot and killed, but this is clearly, according to the mayor of Baton Rouge, this is an ambush of law enforcement officers that's sending shockwaves really across the nation at this moment, having nothing to do with anything except innocent officers on patrol and shot dead at a Be Quick store on Airline Highway in Baton Rouge.
Near the police headquarters, that's right. And we saw the senseless shooting in Dallas of 5 police officers there, senseless murder, the execution of 5 police officers there. My point is, Shepard, that we've got to value all human life, and we've got to support our police officers. We've got to say these are heroes. These are men and women that are sworn to protect our community, and every day their jobs are a dangerous one. Unfortunately, we were reminded that again today in Baton Rouge. We mustn't forget that the police officers are there to protect us and serve us, and that's what they do every single day. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Look, I don't think this is a time to politicize this. I don't think this is a time to point fingers. I'm merely saying that we need to be united, not divided. We need to support and protect our police officers. This shouldn't be happening in America. These aren't the kinds of incidents that should be happening in our country. It's the kind of things you unfortunately expect or you see in third world countries. Our police officers are heroes. I'm simply saying it is time for us to be united, not divided. It's time for us to support them and to do that across ideological and partisan.
Governor, I'm hearing nothing but universal condemnation on here, and I'm also not hearing anyone with any very good ideas about how to stop what appears to be an escalation in tensions. It's one thing to say it. We've been saying we need to be united for a long time. We've apparently not done a very good job getting there. And I just wonder if you think that there are any answers, though certainly complicated, to try to dial this back, to ratchet this back, because it's becoming untenable.
Well, so look, I'll tell you what my pastor said to us in church. We were in church this weekend, and my pastor is an African-American pastor. He's also the son of a police officer. And across the diocese, our bishop called for prayer and fasting this week for people and to be unified. And the pastor from the pulpit said, look, it doesn't matter what sacrifice you want to make this week, but this was before the shootings, before we knew about this tragedy. He said, this is a time for us to fast, to pray, to read Scripture, to come together. Everybody can choose to do that in their own way. And said everybody's got their own experiences, but we all need to come together, even those that are different from us. But now, look, you asked what we can do. One of the things we can do, and we'll find out more about this shooter and potentially the accomplices and their motives. I'm not trying to say that we know that yet, but I am saying that this would be a good time for all of us across whatever party lines to say we support the police, that we honor their service, what they do for us. It would be a great time for us to say we love each other. We're not going to be divided, but we're not going to let people try to divide us by race, by color, that we're all united and that we're all sons and daughters of God. We're all created in His image. And today was a day when many people in Baton Rouge were leaving church or going to church when they heard about these horrific shootings. It is a good time to remember we're all made in His image, and what unites us is greater than what divides us. And again, I'm not trying to make that. I don't want to cast this in political terms at all. I'm simply saying we shouldn't be divided. There's too much division in our country, and too many folks try to exploit those divisions for their own purposes, whether it's by race or ideology, and it's time to put that aside.
Well,
all lives matter. We're all in this together.
I don't understand why Governor, why do you say that? I mean, it's certainly a given that that's the case, but because every life matters on every level, but you know, that's a very, very divisive phrase that a lot of people hear and become really upset about it. And I just wonder why you keep using it.
Well, Shepard, but they shouldn't be. I mean, that's my point.
They
Blue
are.
lives matter.
Governor,
Police lives matter. But Shepard, that's what we've got to move beyond. Simply because people want to divide us by race, we shouldn't let them do that. You just said that. Of course, that's true. Well, if it's true, why are we afraid of saying every life is precious in God's eyes?
The semantics of all of this are just so unhelpful. And we talk about uniting, but we don't really do it. We haven't done it. And getting everybody on one page here is proving to be.
Let me just say this today.
I'm almost out of time, Governor. Go ahead.
Keep these police officers. The most important thing, the one thing I want everybody to hear today is let's keep these police officers in our prayers. Let's keep their families, that are children, parents that lost loved ones today. More important than anything else, let's do whatever we can to support our police. Those that lost their lives today, those that are battling for their lives, those that are on the streets right now risking their lives to protect us. Let's keep them in our prayers. More important, Shepard, more important than anything else. That's the most important thing. Let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers.
Governor Bobby Jindal, former governor of Louisiana, thank you. Martha, to you.